Greetings and salutations, coming to you from just outside Death Valley at the entrance to the Saline Valley. This is a place I wanted to go last year when my buddy Ron came out and we were still living in the area, and weather prohibited us from venturing back into the Saline Valley. But this time I'm all by myself. The family's back in Texas and I'm going solo, and so I'm taking y'all to the Saline Valley, and there's a lot of things up there. I don't know if I'm going to get to see all the pins that I have on my map, but I'm going to check a few of them off the list. And see, it's Sunday now. I've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I got to start heading back on Thursday. And I've got a good 4 days of adventuring. So let's get busy. I think it's going to take a few hours anyway to get back to the actual Saline Valley. So we better start going because it's already going on 11. Oh, that's not good. They didn't put their fire out. Anyway, this is the first cabin, called the Boxcar cabin, because it looks like a boxcar, I'm guessing. Let's go inside and take a look. Wow. Oh, that's pretty. World Book Encyclopedia, a whole set. Well, that's nice. Bedding. I guess this guy had Taco Bell. There's a book here. Boobies. Real mature, Rick. Real mature. I bet you that's the same people that was over there at the, what was that place? Queen of Sheba mine. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. I bet you it was. It's kind of fun. Wow, there's just so much to take in here. I'm gonna have to leave my mark, I think. There are some really talented little people that come up here. $20.20. Somebody needs off. Somebody needs to drop off a new book. Look at that. Prince Albert. Let's go outside and look around out here. I bet you there's not a whole lot to see. Oh, there's the privy. Right there. Don't know anything about this place. It looks like some, I don't know, some excavation going on there. I don't know if there's any mines up yonder or what, but I have no idea why this place is here. But it's cool nonetheless. I wonder if this is an actual boxcar. Like an old school boxcar. I doubt it. Well, let's look underneath. Nope. Well, I don't know. There's some old beer cans under here. It could be an old boxcar. Very well could be. So this location is pretty close to the main road. We're only maybe a mile or two up the road from the main road. We got a long way to go yet. Oh, dude, look at that. My son Tanner will understand this. There, I left my mark. Maybe after I'm gone, my kids will come back here and find my name up on the wall and spread my ashes. You know, the interesting thing about this road is that it appears that at one point it was paved. That looks like blacktop to me. If it was ever paved, I don't know how far back it was paved, but we'll find out. And if it was paved, why? These are the questions that I ask myself when I go on these explores. Because there's no information available anywhere. Oh. There's some mining up there. Probably from the boxcar cabin. Alright. Well, it's good to know that I'm not alone today. There's two people in front of me. And there was somebody at the boxcar cabin last night that didn't put out their fire. They're coming into a little Joshua forest here. Check this out. That's pretty neat. Saline Valley. Probably gets its name from that salt lake right over yonder. And I'm going to drive down this road in a second, but you can see here these two stanchions. These two stanchions right here. Can you see them? Can you see them? Those are part of a cable tramway that went from the lake, and I believe they went up that ravine. So get this, back in the 1840s, this lake was discovered, and they started mining the salt off this lake, as described in the picture there. White Smith and his brothers. Yeah. What's cool is they mined the salt here. The only way to get it out of here was the way that we just drove in. But the only way to get the salt out of here was by wagon up Jackass Canyon and over the pass to the other side to towards Keeler. These mountains right here are the Inyo Mountains. It says here, this used to be the steepest tramway in the United States, and it ascended 7,600 feet from the valley floor over the mountains, and then descending 5,100 feet down into Owens Valley on the other side of these mountains, where they would put the salt on barges, and they would float it across Owens Lake, because Owens Lake had water in it back then, and then it would go on to California markets. It was supposed to cost $250,000 to build, and that's something like, I forget, many millions of dollars in today's money. But as most construction projects go, it went way over budget, and it took way too long to build. It ended up costing something like $750,000. It cost 3 times as much as it was supposed to. It probably took 3 times as long too. What's this? Is it salt? Nope. So anyway, let's cruise down to the lake. I'm sure that's not water and just a mirage. Let's cruise down there and see what we can see. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it goes up that way. I can see where the cableway used to be, and there's a hiking trail over there. So, if you don't know, there's a guy that owns Cerro Gordo Ghost Town. It's on the other side of these mountains. What's the name of his channel? I forget. Ghost Town Living. Duh. Anyway, the guy's name is Brett Underwood. So a couple years ago, him and his partners bought Cerro Gordo Ghost Town, and he's been he built a YouTube channel and a community around that ghost town, and I'm probably gonna end up over there before I head home. But the summit terminal is, to access it, you got to go through Cerro Gordo, and the summit terminal is still there. Anyway, a few months ago, he took a hike from up there down to here, and it's not for the faint of heart, man. Anyway, so this is what's left of, there's some stumps in the ground here. I guess that is water out there on the lake. Would you look at that? Some poop. Yeah. Yeah, that's salty. You can see it gets pretty regular visitors, eh? All that salt in there. It's getting soft over here. You really want to know why I came by myself to Death Valley? Listen. All I can hear is the ringing in my ears. Wow. That's quiet. So I would imagine these were all docks, eh? I tell you what, if you step in there, you probably go up to your knees in some really gooey muck. This is what they were after. Salt. 90 tons a day. That's a lot of salt. Coincidentally, I forgot to bring salt. Maybe I should mine some. No, I'll pass. In the late teens, they started putting this tramway in. The company that installed it went bankrupt. And they leased it to another, this tramway and the mining operation, to another company, and they operated it for a while, and they went bankrupt. They sold it to another company, and they made some improvements, and I think they ran this from the mid-20s into the early 30s, and that company went bankrupt, and they shut it down. So it only ran for about 20 years or so, and this stuff's been sitting here for nearly 100 years. I mean, it's still here, a little salt laden. Listen, it's like, it feels and sounds like stone. But aside from the docks, which, you know, became mineralized and probably dissolved, the timber
wind and water and sun, you know, there's going to be some degradation, and a lot of the stanchions are missing. But the stations, there are a lot of stations that run up that ravine and over the mountain, and some of those stations are still there. Maybe I'll try to find Brent's video and I'll link it in the description, or I'll put it up here. But, it's pretty rough terrain up and over that mountain, that's for sure. You watch that video and you see how much of a struggle he had coming down. I mean, he had gravity working for him, and how much trouble he had coming down that hill. And it makes you wonder, how the hell did they do that without helicopters and heavy equipment? You know, pretty much all they had was, you know, mules, maybe an old derelict truck, because even when they were new back then, they were derelict. You know, nowadays, if the government were to allow you to build something like that, well, you'd employ helicopters and all sorts of modern machinery. But it's an interesting thing. I've been wanting to come out here for years to see this, and now I have. So I shall check it off the list. Before we leave, I think there's a road that goes across over there at that first stanchion. I think I'll run over there and see where it goes. I tell you though, man, this road coming in off the main road, I thought that main road was rough. Well, I don't think I have any fillings left, man. I think it's so washboarded, it's not even funny. Oh, visitors! And I gotta pee. Dang it. I'll go ahead and rid the kiosk and I can go take a leak real quick. Nah, I'll wait. Alright, let's go see where that road goes. Now, I wonder who thought it was a good idea to use metal T-posts on a salt lake bed. Tax dollars, how'd it work? Well, I gotta tell you, that road was certainly better than the road that I took in. Oh, ducks! Oh, come back. You're pre-seasoned. Dang it. Oh, they come back. Salty poof dirt. Salty. Oh, that's an old chainsaw. It's missing something. A real live Tonka truck. Clamp. Back it. Right, let's go see what's in here. Hello, anybody home?